Good Tuesday morning. It's no secret it is not warm outside. Obviously, it's December in New England. That shouldn't be a surprise, but this is a level of cold that's pretty extreme even for here at this time of year. In fact, take a look across the region. We're below zero right now as we look up toward areas like Burlington, Vermont, Montreal, Watertown. I mean, that's pretty brutal. Even as we get into parts of central and northern Maine, temperatures are below zero, let alone below freezing. As for us back home, I mean, there's slight improvement on the numbers, but it's all relative. We're waking up in the teens. For the record, our average low this time of year is just about 30 degrees. So you chop that number in half and that's where we end up this morning. It's 16 in Providence right now. The good news is the wind is certainly not howling, so it feels like 16, but we will see some gusty winds into the afternoon. Not as much as yesterday, but still enough so that temperatures will feel chillier than they actually are as we get to the middle of the day. And high temperatures, not much to write home about here either. We end up with most of us between about 28 and 32 degrees. Once you factor the wind and the dry air into things, it feels like we're in the low to mid 20s throughout the day. So that's how you should be dressing as we get into the afternoon, despite the fact that the numbers will look like this. Again, most of us around that freezing mark, if not a little bit cooler, depending on your location. We have a chance to see some places go up just a touch, like Block Island, for example, once you get down toward the water, but that's really about it. And even those places will be a good 5 to 10 degrees below average. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about the average temperature for this time of year and where we go from here, because it's a bit of a roller coaster ride in terms of the numbers, starting with the fact that tomorrow we all of a sudden bounce back above average with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Average high is about 45 degrees. I'm looking at 47 as we get into our Wednesday afternoon. But we pay a price for the warmer air, and that price is coming from the Great Lakes region. We have another area of low pressure that we're tracking right now. This one is providing some snow for the mitten of Michigan right now, and as it heads towards southern New England, we're not looking at anything too big, but it could be a little disruptive, especially for your commute home tomorrow. Let's talk about it. First of all, overnight tonight, there is one very, very limited area of low pressure that I am watching. This is overnight between about 11 p.m. and about 2 a.m. You can see just the littlest bit of moisture here. We may get some rain, some freezing rain, and even a few snowflakes as we look to that time frame, but it's going to be very light and very limited. So unless you're on the roads overnight, you should be just fine. This is the bigger weather maker. Again, that storm coming from the Great Lakes. And you can see we really end up with a rain event here as we get through our Wednesday afternoon and into the evening. The snow is more limited as we head out to parts of central and western Massachusetts and Connecticut, heading out into the Berkshires, for example. The system's here and gone. It's not a blockbuster. It's nothing too big, but it is something to note if you have to get on the roads, especially on Wednesday evening. That commute home could be a little bit slow. Then as we get into Thursday, as the system leaves, there's the trick there. The cooler air comes back in and we're back into the 30s for almost the rest of the 7-day stretch. But after another storm on Sunday, this one I'm keeping a closer eye on here, we get even cooler into the upper 20s.